Hi guys, Andy here, and today I want to talk to you about having a plan before you release a song. Now, this is something that I've done very poorly over the last several years, but recently I've gotten a little bit better with my releases, even though I still get excited and I just put the song out just because I really don't care. But I think it's important for small producers that really want to, have their music be heard in this industry, to have some sort of actionable, realistic, practical plan before the release of your music. Ideally, in the ideal perfect world, your label would take care of this. They would do all the artwork, all the promo, all the marketing, everything. And you would just kind of sit back and repost and put that stuff on your profile, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. But unfortunately for many of us, the reality is that we are a one-man show. We produce everything, we promo everything, we're the voice, we're the marketing, we're the producers. So it's a one-man band. But it doesn't have to be so stressful. I've made mistakes in the past where I want to finish a song, I bounce it, I put it on SoundCloud, and then hopefully somebody listens to it. When the reality is probably most people won't, simply because why should I give my time, my valuable time, to you? Why should I give you 10 seconds of my day to listen to your song? You have a very small window to catch people's attention. Let's get to the point. I'm gonna give you some practical tips that can help you promote your song, get some more buzz, get some more interaction, so that when you release it, it's not just some random producer releasing some random song. So let's do it. The first one I would say is create some sort of preview of your song. Now, static pictures are okay, but I think what gets people's attention is something that they can click on, like a video, and they can watch. So therefore you have more of an engagement, you have more time that you have people listening to you, instead of just kind of scrolling through a picture that can get boring. There's a lot of sites that provide stock footage that you can kind of put together, one of them being Pexels. Video.pexels.com, Pexels.com. This is not sponsored, obviously. Or maybe have some of your friends, shuffling to it or dancing to it, or something fun that can get people engaged and catch people's eye when they're scrolling. The whole point is to stop people from scrolling and kind of focus on you for, I would say, 30 seconds. A minute might be too long for somebody that's just kind of scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or whatever. You can create a few of those over the course of maybe 2 weeks, maybe a week leading up to the release of the song. So therefore you have some sort of established presence in some way. So the next would be sending it out to blogs, shows, radio shows, anyone and everyone that you can think of that falls within your niche. What I would do is I would send it to a general, kind of wider audience blog, maybe several of those, maybe, so you have more chances of getting played on one of those shows. And you kind of narrow it down to kind of a sub niche, and then you go really niche. And if you can find any shows that are in that tight niche, hyper niche, I guess you'd call it, micro niche, whatever. So we go big, kind of not as big, and then really, really defined, so that therefore you're kind of hitting your target audience at the very bottom of that list. I know it's tough. I know there's a lot of people sending a lot of demos out there, but you got to do it. You got to dig. You got to do the work, essentially. Spend time looking for blogs, build relationships with these people, ask around, see if some of your friends or your producer friends or something have a connection somewhere that you might be able to get a foot in the door a lot easier than if you were just kind of cold feet going in. So the third one, I would say, and you might be opposed to this, it could be making memes out of it, or some sort of funny clip, some crazy whatever, something to catch people's attention. Again, the point is to stop people from scrolling and to get their attention. Now, if you can do this and then tag yourself, like, oh, this is who I am, or at, and then you put your handle, people will they might go to your profile and check out your previews of the songs that you have. So all of this is to lead people to your profile so that they can hear the music, and then be aware that you're there, so that when you release it, they have something to look forward to and they have something to listen, and then that'll cause them to share. Again, you might not be for it, but it works. I've seen it work. People love comedy. And the last thing I would say, for now anyway, is creating behind the scenes videos of how you're making the song. And doing that allows people to really see you as someone who knows what they're talking about. You know, there's a lot of people that use ghostwriters and that would never do a behind the scenes just simply because they don't make the music themselves. But if you're able to produce your own song and it's a great song and you're able to, you know, go behind the scenes for it, that'll keep people wanting more, to see more of the way you make music, more of your life. It gives them more of a glimpse of who you are, and they're able to put a face to the music. So when they're listening to it, when they're listening to your song, they're not just, you know, thinking of, I don't even know who this person is. I like their music, but I'm not sure who they are. Personally, I love Swedish House Mafia music, and so it's always fun and great for me to see their behind the scenes, whatever it is. Really, it's always fun because I'm into that stuff, and they're funny guys, to be honest with you, or Avicii, or, you know, whoever it is. Take a look at some of your favorite artist videos if they have some behind the scenes, you know, learn from that, take some notes, and put it out there. So like I said, just to recap, all of these tips are to get people to interact with your profile, to interact with your content, so that when you release the song, they are more likely to listen to it and share it. And when they share it, you create a lot of organic growth. This is if you don't want to spend money on advertising and all that other stuff, and it's likely to get you noticed. Once people start sharing your song, especially on Instagram, you start getting tagged and other people start picking up on your music and they kind of repost it. Most people tag the artist or tag the original, they credit the original content producer, and you just kind of grow from there. And then it's kind of a bit of a cycle, and you try to do that repetitively, and it's a muscle you have to work, because it can get very overwhelming not doing this consistently. So you got to start somewhere. Maybe you don't implement all of these all at once, but at least try them out and see how it works. So that's all I got for you today. I'll see you guys later. Peace.